Wow. I'm so super excited to jump back into this channel and jump back into your More Than Their Mother content, and to have some real discussions around what it is that we face as moms. In particular, I'm going to talk about stay at home moms and the impact that has on us personally as well as professionally. Um, I want to talk about some things it is that I was able to do successfully, some things that I learned along the way, some things that I was not able to do successfully, some dreams and goals it is that I accomplished, some that were abandoned and not accomplished, some things that I struggle with now, some things that I do really well. And I'm hoping that that resonates with you. My goal with this is to really just share. I am quite literally just following how it is that I'm led, trusting myself along the way. Um, and it has landed me here. As you may already know, if you've been following me for a while, you know that motherhood, self care, self awareness is one of my favorite things to talk about. And I think that when we become moms, I think that very often we can find ourselves losing ourselves unexpectedly and really subconsciously, right? Because we are in rote um, routines, right? We are in rote mode. We are just doing things, the things it is that we need to do for our family, and very often putting ourselves on the back burner. So I'm really just going to start off by saying that I am back. I'm super excited about it. And I'm starting off with a 30-day challenge for myself. And this 30-day challenge it is that I'm doing quite literally holds me accountable to posting a video to my YouTube channel every single day. Um, I'm going to again talk about things that I think we all go through as moms first, as women, secondly, and really just as human beings, as people who are trying to navigate life. I oftentimes tell people that life can be complicated, right? Or complex, better stated. I'm sorry. Life can be complex. That doesn't mean that it's hard. That just means that it takes a level of thought and intention to work through some of the things it is that we face. I'm going to talk to you all about, and I'm catching myself doing it now, so it's jogging my memory. I'm going to talk to you all about the self talk it is that we use and how it is that we manage the words it is that are coming out of our mouths consciously so that they support the goals it is that we have for ourselves. Um, I'm going to talk to you about surrendering yourself to your highest self, whatever that looks like for you or whatever it is that you call it. I want to talk to you about boundaries, right? We're going to talk about boundaries and how sometimes as women, as moms, that can be a little bit more difficult than our counterparts, right? And why that is, right? And how it is that we shift that. I'm going to talk about the impact of when we don't set boundaries, healthy boundaries, and stick to them consistently. There's so many things, in other words, it is that we're going to talk about. And we're just going to talk about regular life. I started this, I was just looking at some old videos, and I started this, I think it's been about 8 years ago now. And I was pretty consistent for those first two, maybe 3 years, it is. And then life happened. Um, you just begin to go another direction. You think that your dream um, should be delayed, or you don't think that you are good enough, or you're fearful, whatever the case may be. I can't even think of all the things that possibly ran through my mind while I was away from creating content around this page and around You're More Than Their Mother, which was very much a business for me. Um, I was getting paid for speaking engagements to talk about being more than a mother and how it is that that impacted women as they showed up as not only moms, but as they showed up as career women, as entrepreneurs, as friends, as sisters, as daughters, as wives, right? As significant others, whatever it is that that looked like. I was out having talks and landing some speaking engagements, talking about the parallels and how it is that we are impacted in those different ways when we lose ourselves. So I am really excited to be back here. Again, the break it is that I had, I don't consider it any time lost. I think everything happens as it should. I don't think that anything is lost. I think that what's important is when we are motivated to move, that we do. And that's what landed me here today. So I am giving you this video, this first video for sure, live and uncut. Here is where we are. Here is where we are. And I'm okay with that. I'm really grateful for you all hanging in there with me whenever it is that you see this. I would love for you to give me some feedback on what it is that you want to talk about on this channel. If you are a mom, give me some topics that you have run into or some things it is that you've run into that perhaps you've had difficulty with, some successes with, somebody who you just want to kind of flesh things out and hear another perspective with. We are all here to learn. I strongly believe in community and communication. I think that it is cathartic to communicate and to get things out of your body and to express yourself. So I think that, so I am going to, not I think, right? So let's talk about that, those, that verbiage in managing the words it is that come out of our mouth. But what I am going to do and what I am offering up is another perspective that you can use as we navigate the complexities of our lives. Right? Can't wait to give you an update on my beautiful girls. As mentioned, if you were with me 8 years ago, you saw and started out with me when my children were younger and school age. Now I have young adults. I have young adults, and the girls are doing exceedingly well, and I'm really, really proud of them. You all may know them as my bops, right? Because when they were younger, I just simply did not share their names. It was just something that I chose to do over the years. But now, as young adults, I think I have to decide because I want to make sure that I'm always respectful of their space and what it is that they create, and I want them to manage themselves. No, better stated, I want them to be able to have a space that is safe for them without me interjecting, interjecting them into what it is that I'm doing, right? So, but I'll tell you more about them and how they've grown up and kind of where are they now, type of things. I'm just really excited to get those updates going and to really have some deeper conversation. I'll figure out what said and lighting and all of that kind of stuff looks like at some point. But right now, I am committed to how it is that I'm being led. And as mentioned earlier, right now for me, I am moving forward with 30 days for sure of content. All righty. So thank you so much for checking this video out. I do hope that you subscribe to the channel as there is more to come. I look forward to your feedback on what it is that you would like to hear me talk about on this channel. I'm looking forward to us all growing and us all stretching ourselves beyond what it is that we thought that we could be, right? And we'll talk about that slogan it is that I've used for years and years and that I believe and have as a personal mantra. The intention is for us to commune in a safe space where we can talk about the things it is that are important to us, right? That are important to us. So I am so glad you're here. I want you to stick around. Do hit that share button, invite a friend, and I'm going to look forward to your feedback on what topics it is that you would like to see. Finally, lastly, don't be afraid to just say, hey, tell me how long you've been around. If you have seen my content from the past, if you've seen my content in the past, or if you've heard of me, or if you have my book, I don't know if you can see it right there. It is. Where's the camera? There we go. Can see it right there. If you have that and you've read it and you have some feedback on it, anything. I'm just excited to hear from you and to get back connected and to really get into what I like to call, as co-opted from Gay Hendricks, my zone of genius. So I look forward to hearing back from you, and I'm going to leave you with the slogan that I always usually start my videos out with, but I will absolutely end it. I will end it here, because this is always my intention, and I always want to make sure that I am intentional about how it is that I show up for myself first and for anyone it is that chooses to engage me. It's time to move beyond anyone else's expectations of who we ought to be and become the women that we thought that we could be. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.